So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Wednesday morning, Worship Wednesday. How are you this morning? To tell you the truth, I've had the radio on. I have been so busy this morning. I haven't even paid attention. So I hope that we had some hallelujah this morning. And I hope we had some praise this morning. And I just hope that it was a great morning so far. I've been doing all things radio. Yesterday was crazy here. Let me just tell you. I put in like a 13-hour day yesterday. And so I went home, had some dinner. I wanted to go to dinner, but the storm, we decided, we're not going to fight the storm. We both had a day. So we just made something out of the freezer, and I wanted to fall asleep so early. But then do you ever get so tired that you can't fall asleep? That was me last night. I was thinking about the day. I was thinking about all you listeners. I was thinking about all you ministries. I was thinking about just everything, how good God is. I mean, how good God is. Well, today, we start, working here at WAPN. We started yesterday figuring it all out. Looks like we're going to have to replace a wall, which is, it is what it is, or the guts of a wall or whatever. So, that was not on the list of figuring out. So that kind of got thrown in there, but we're not going to let it steal the joy. We're going to figure it out. So I was moving stuff and I had to go to a lunch. I didn't have to go to a luncheon. I got blessed to go to a luncheon. I went to a luncheon with Volusia County Women That Care at Daytona Toyota. And that was so nice. And of course, it was Taco Tuesday. So that was great. My favorite corn. Thank you so much, Jen. Great speaker. Great speaker. New people came. What a great facility. Just all in all, wonderful. And then I had to go do some other stuff in the afternoon time, which was fine. Then I came back to work and took care of more stuff. So it was just a busy day. And throughout that day, though, all the phone calls, the texts, messages, and all that with the finances for WAPN. Now, I'm sure y'all know today is 1 week since we got the verdict about the air conditioner died. Done. So that was our big commercial 410 unit. And I'm not going to lie to you. It was overwhelming. It was a shocker. It just was not on my radar at all. And that is for our equipment room. So that is a must have. I mean, but God, we have been able to keep that room not cold, but decent. And I'm so thankful that we have been able to keep all the equipment fine and taking care of it. 4 fans, 2 units of air conditioning. So we've worked hard to pull it off, and I hate to see my electric bill after this, but we were able to keep it, at a temperature that would not hurt the equipment all week. But we can't keep going like this. We have wires everywhere, and it just loud. And so we have been raising money for the new AC unit, which we have decided it will be a big split unit back there. Only one part of a split. Where we got the Mac Daddy, so we didn't get a 2-part split. We got a huge 1-part split. And so it will run quieter, run more efficient. And we're going to get the wall fixed. We've got to have electricians here that will be here later on today. We've got to get, AC guy. So we've got a lot going on this week in the middle of doing a fundraiser, in the middle of doing a normal radio station. By God. So I appreciate every single ministry, every single family member, every single listener, every single whatever who has been donating and the different ways you've been donating. Now, I was funny because I said I hadn't got a snail mail. Got a snail mail with a very nice card in it. So thank you. So I was thinking, now I have not got the farthest away the donation that I have got so far is Vero Beach. And Orlando, same difference. I think Vero is actually a little bit farther. And so we have not got one out of the state of Florida yet or out of the country. So, you know me, I like numbers. I like different things. I like little funky things. So those are my 2 new goals, out of the state of Florida and out of the country. Wouldn't that be cool? And I got some great ideas for the rest of the year. We're going into our 41 year, September 26th. And I just feel like that's like a new beginning, a new start, a new what. I don't even know what the number 41 means. I did not look it up yet. but I just feel like it's change, reboot, reset, regroup. So got some ideas and starting to work on some stuff for WAPN to change up some stuff, and very excited about that. And God is just so good. So as the week has been going, and the I know my art skills are not good. Let's just put it out there. My little thermometer thing, it was like I had paper, I had crayons, let's go for it. It is moving on up. Our goal is $10,000. And as of this morning, woohoo! That's my big drum, I know. We are at $7,691.41. Woohoo! That's $7,691.41. I know, we are so close, people. I mean, so close. Actually, I know somebody can walk in here and just pay off the rest. I just know that I could get that phone call, that text, whatever, send me it over by Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, however you want to send it, and I'll get it all into the bank. Could pay off that rest. But if God chooses to use each and every one of us as part of it, that's fine too. God's been totally in this. I've met some wonderful, great people. I love how he's did different organizations that I have interviewed before, ministries that are on the air, that have been on the air, the Pentecostal shakes, the different things that God has done. He has done all kinds of different ways to do this, and I love different, and so I have just been so excited and so thankful of the way he's doing it. Even got a video made about it. I know that was such a blessing. Look how good God is. God is just so good. So if you would like to be part of this big project, like I said, $10,000 is what we need to replace the AC unit. The AC unit is in the house. It is here. And we got the work table set up and starting to plan and all that stuff. So it is here, and I'm very excited to have it here in the building. So today will be a big day here at WAPN, and I'm thankful that going into this big day, the AC unit was paid for. Now, all the other stuff we're working on, but I appreciate knowing that that is taken care of. So help a girl out. Like I said, we're 10,000 is our goal. As of this morning, right before I went on the air, I totaled it all up. $7,691.41 has come in. Underneath this video, when I get off the air, will be all the ways you can donate: Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, snail mail. Come on by the radio station. You come on by the radio station, 1508 State Avenue, right here in Holly Hill. You can throw it through the mail slot, your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your change, whatever. And that's all going to go towards this $10,000 goal. You can snail mail. Like, we got one snail mail, but that was so darn exciting. I just want to tell you, and the prettiest card, thank you. You can do it that way. There's all different kinds of ways you can do it, and I appreciate it. You can hand it to me when I'm out in public and I see you. Like I was out in public yesterday. I will be out tomorrow night at a woman's thing. So come on up to me, hug on me, tell me your story. I love it. I love that you tell me your story. I love speaking life over me. I love all the prayers. If you'd like to text me, it's 386-316-8054. That's to text me, 386-316-8054. And I will get back to them. I woke up this morning to, I think, 8 texts because it was just one of those days. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate leaving me the messages. Like I said, it takes all of you doing something, encouraging, praying, donating, standing in the gap, carrying in plywood, tearing apart metal, whatever the item is that God uses you to do for WAPN. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just have been in awe of the goodness of God. I have been in awe of every day, how he keeps showing up and showing out and just doing. And it's just been really encouraging and exciting for me because if you know, when I got the phone call and the text about the air conditioner, I physically got ill from it. I just couldn't believe it. We had dealt with the raccoons and all that situation, and we had just dealt with a lot and some other stuff last month. And then that happened. And I was like, really? But nothing is impossible for God. Nothing is a shock to him. Nothing is like a surprise. And so, but for me, flesh and bones here on earth, it definitely was all of those things. But see, God already had a plan. And he already knew that this was a perfect time. We're going to be 41 years old, September 26th. And so he said, let's do this 41 theme. Let's challenge our pastors. Let's do these different things. And I giggle every time I read that 41 cents. You can't even get pennies now. But God, but God, but God, but God. He made a way for every desire of my heart to happen for WAPN. And I was at this event yesterday, and they talked about, what does WAPN mean to you? Well, it means a lot of things to me. I am the second generation. This was not what I was going to do. I was working at Kennedy Space Center, and I went through a horrible time in my life, and my dad brought me here, and I did not like being here. I'm not going to tell you I did. I was a woman. I was going through a divorce. I was young. I was blonde. I was just all the things. I cried every single day when I left here. And I lived across the street in apartments. I just could not handle it. Until one day, the phone rang for prayer line, and I had to answer the prayer line phone calls, because that's how you did it back in the day. You really answered the phone, and you wrote down the prayer requests, and you opened the squeaky door and brought it into prayer line. And it was from a mom that their child had a brain tumor. I'd went through that season with one of my daughters. And so I had walked through that. My daughter made it through the surgery. And so I was able to speak life into that mother that, been there, done that, and God provided. And that was like the light that went on. That was like the ding, ding. And then I started realizing how desperate people were. And they just needed somebody to encourage them. They just needed somebody to stand in the gap. They needed somebody to hold them up. We had been doing prayer line. I was a weekend warrior coming back and forth here, but I finally got prayer line. You might never ever need prayer line. You might just life been going great, and so you've never called in. But your praise report could be life changing for somebody else. They could be in the midst of the muck. They could be overwhelmed. They could be like wondering what is going to happen. And you getting on with your testimony and saying, but God, but God, but God, and sharing how he brought you through might be the line that they need, the anchor to hold on, or whatever it is. And so prayer line has always, always, always been part of WAPN. And as long as I have breath in my lungs, it will always be part of WAPN. And so I now get it. So when they were talking yesterday at this workshop, what is the reason you're part of WAPN? Prayer. Now you might say, oh, I don't believe in prayer. Or, I'm not a prayer warrior or whatever. But I bet you something happens in your life and you scream out to God or you cry out to God. You're praying. That little one-liner that you do, or like I like to say, Jesus, when I'm in the middle of something because I know he's going to show up and take care of it. Or whatever it is. Or just cover my children as they're good. Or now I lay me down to sleep, I praise the Lord. Or thank you, Father, for this food. Or whatever the little prayer that you have learned in your life, you are a prayer warrior. And that's something huge and special on WAPN. And so I was thinking about, what's my story? My story is the girl that didn't want to be part of prayer line became part of prayer line and can't imagine life without prayer line. So I guess that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And so that was pretty special yesterday to have to think about why I'm part of this nonprofit. Yes, you could say because my family owned it. Yes, you could say because I'm the second generation. Yes, you could say all those things. But really, it was that people prayed for me and my child that I didn't even know around the world when we were facing something horrible and overwhelming and terrifying in our life. And that's what WAPN does for you. So if you have a prayer request or a praise report, you can head on over to WAPN.net and put it right there, and they'll be praying for it later on today. Well, I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know why God had me share that with you, but that's what he had me do today. So let's get our favor on. Let's get this day going. All the information how to give will be underneath this post as soon as I get off the air. Keep on expecting, keep on declaring, keep on living favor minded, and God promises the divine favor will come for you. God's got it. He has it. Might not be in the way you think it should be, but I guarantee you, he already knows what is happening, and he's got it. It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2026. Again, the weather has been amazing for WAPN in the back room and keeping us cooler than we should be. So it's 86 with a low of 74, Madison 90 with a low of 74. It's my birthday today, so I am 64 today. If you would like to donate $64 for my birthday, that would be awesome. It's also my Aunt Marilyn's birthday and Pamela's birthday. So happy, happy, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy day to anybody. And I am a foodie, but I do not like these. But today is Oyster Day. Now, I could eat some shrimp, but Oyster Day, no. Well, y'all, I'm out of here. I've got a very busy day today. I'll be back and forth throughout the day giving you updates. Like I said, we are at $7,691.41. But God.